You didn't wake up today intending to sabotage your future, but there is a high probability that you are doing it right now without even realizing it. Most careers don't end in a dramatic Hollywood-style firing. They die a slow, quiet death behind a desk while you're busy checking your emails. Before we dive into the 7 silent killers of your professional life, I have a quick request that actually helps me more than anything else you could do. Please hit that subscribe button right now to join the Corporate Insider community. I'm not here to sell you a masterclass, a 12-step PDF, or a $500 coaching session. My only goal is to provide the raw, unfiltered truth that your boss and HR will never tell you to your face. By subscribing, you help this channel grow, and that is truly the biggest support you can offer. Now let's talk about how you might be accidentally destroying everything you've worked for. The first career killer is what I call the invisible workhorse trap. You've probably been told since childhood that if you just work hard and keep your head down, you'll be noticed and rewarded. That is arguably the biggest lie in the history of the corporate world. In reality, if you are invisible, you are expendable. If your boss only sees the finished product but never sees the person behind the effort, you aren't a high performer. You're a high-functioning piece of office equipment. The moment a budget cut happens, nobody fights for a printer, and nobody fights for a ghost. The second assassin is the comfort zone coma. We all love a routine, but the second you feel like you can do your job in your sleep, you're officially in the danger zone. The professional world moves at light speed, and if your skills haven't evolved in the last 2 years, you are effectively becoming obsolete. It's ironic how people spend more time updating their Netflix watch lists than updating their industry knowledge. If you aren't growing, you are shrinking, and there is no such thing as staying put in a competitive market. Number 3 is a mistake that feels good in the moment, but leaves a permanent scar. The office vent. We've all had those days where the management makes a decision so bafflingly stupid that you just have to talk about it. But remember, the office walls have ears, and those ears usually belong to people who want your job or want to stay in the boss's good graces. Your trusted colleague today could be the person reporting your negative attitude tomorrow during a promotion review. Save your manifestos against the CEO for your dinner table at home, not the break room. Fourth on the list is the dangerous myth that HR is your friend. They are often wonderful people, but their job title is literally human resources, which means they manage you as a resource for the company's benefit. Their primary loyalty is to the organization's legal and financial safety, not your career aspirations or your personal feelings. Walking into HR to complain about your manager without a strategic plan is like walking into a lion's den wearing a suit made of steaks. Understand the dynamic of the room before you open your mouth. The 5th career killer is the yes man syndrome. You might think saying yes to every extra project and every late night request makes you indispensable. In reality, it just makes you a doormat with a high risk of burnout. When you say yes to everything, the quality of your work inevitably drops, and you become known as the person who is busy but never impactful. True leaders know how to say no strategically so that their yes actually carries weight and value. The 6th factor is ignoring your soft skills in favor of technical brilliance. I've seen geniuses get passed over for promotions by people who were half as smart but twice as likable. Being the best coder, accountant, or analyst in the building doesn't matter if nobody wants to sit in a meeting with you for an hour. The higher you climb, the less your technical skills matter, and the more your ability to navigate human emotions becomes your primary currency. If you treat people like inconveniences, don't be surprised when they treat your career like one too. Finally, the 7th and most lethal killer is political blindness. You might say, I don't do office politics, but that's like saying I don't do gravity while jumping off a building. Politics is simply the way human beings interact and make decisions in groups. If you ignore the power dynamics, the alliances, and the unspoken rules of your office, you will always be a pawn in someone else's game. You don't have to be a manipulative villain, but you do have to be a conscious player who understands how the board is moving. It sounds cynical, I know, but seeing the world as it is, not as you wish it were, is the only way to actually change your position in it. The good news is that if you've recognized yourself in any of these 7 points, you have already done the hardest part. Awareness is the antidote to career stagnation. You have the talent, the drive, and now you have the insider perspective to avoid the traps that trip up everyone else. The professional world is a massive, complex machine, but once you understand the gears, you can make it work for you instead of against you. You are capable of navigating this, and you deserve a career that rewards your true value. Go into the office tomorrow with your eyes open and your head held high, because you now know exactly what to look out for. If this video gave you a new perspective or made you rethink your current strategy, please remember to subscribe to the Corporate Insider. As I mentioned at the start, I'm not here to sell you anything. No courses, no books, no secret club memberships. Your subscription is truly what helps me the most and allows me to keep bringing you these unfiltered truths. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.